What is up, players? It's Warboss Tay up in this mug. I had to build up this Lelith Hesperax because I'm working on some Artel miniatures from Artel W Miniatures, and I have one that's like a Lelith Hesperax alternative model. So I wanted to build up this Lelith Hesperax myself. Now I went out to my hobby store and I purchased her thinking, oh, you know, I'll just do a side-by-side build. It'll be fun. Little did I know, like I didn't look up any of the videos online, anybody building her up. But if you are a modeler, if you're a hobbyist thinking about getting into the Dark Eldar Drukhari range, and you were looking online and you found this video on YouTube thinking, oh, I'll see what it was like to build. I'm just gonna say right out the gate, before we even get to the unboxing part of the sprue, this was the worst time I've ever had building a miniature. It was just not working out. It was so fiddly getting the front of her torso to build onto, like, okay, so it was like the back of her head with some part of her front armor, and then the hook down here with the shoulder pad had to connect to like the back armor, which also had her arm. It was like so rough. It was such a rough time. And if you want to suffer with me, the live video should be up where I build not only her, this Lelith Hesperax, but also Supreme Matrix, Supreme Gladiatress Maevia from Artel W Miniatures. And when you compare the two of them side by side, I think the clear winner for me is definitely the Artel W Miniature line here. But if you really want to go all plastic, because some people don't like working with resin, if you want to go all plastic and you want to have a Lelith that is going to be recognizable no matter where you go, everybody knows her as the new Lelith Hesperax that is in plastic, because before she used to be in metal and then in fine cast, and now the only way to get her from Games Workshop or anywhere is in plastic. So you can get yours, join the club, and have a Lelith that's going to match everybody else's. Just click the link down below in the description and it'll take you to an Amazon vendor where you can purchase one for yourself. And as an Amazon affiliate, I do get a little bit of a commission for that. So I thank you. I want to thank you for supporting the studio. Now let's get on with the rest of the build. What is up, players? It's Warboss Tay up in this mug. Today we're going to take a look at Miss Lelith Hesperax, the new one. The old one was in fine cast and in metal, and she was quite the looker. I thought she was a beautiful model. This is the new one in plastic that, let's see, how new? Where's the manufacturing date on this one? I actually didn't do my research on this one to see what year it was produced, but it looks like 2021. So here she is in plastic. We're going to take a look at what you get. I'm going to build her up on a live stream alongside the not Lelith Hesperax from Artel W Miniatures. So if you want to check that out, then that's going to be under my live stream tab if you're not already going to see it. But today we're going to just take a look at Lelith Hesperax, the sprue, the extra, I don't think there's going to be extra bits, but just take a look at what you get. And then we're going to wrap it up at the end with the showcase of it all built up on after my live stream. So you got, yeah, half a sprue, which is the usual one that you get with the characters. And I purchased this for about $45, I think, was the retail price. Not sure how much it is on gamesworkshop.com. Everybody's different depending on where you are in the world, but I paid $45 for this. Without tax. That was just the sticker price. So let's take a look at what you get on the sprue. Cheeky. I do like that she's jumping off of Eldar ruins. You've got her face right there. How's she look? I don't really care for her on the, there we go, on the box art, or the way that they painted her up. So I wanted to see if it was just the paint job or the actual sculpt of the face I don't care for. Because I've seen Games Workshop do some pretty female faces, but that was mostly just Isabella von Karstein in fine cast, so I don't know. Oh, I love this bit. It's a dead Eldar skeleton rotting on the ground with all these vines wrapped around it. Here's Lelith's back armor, so standard looking with the plates and the little bits over there on either side. She's holding a knife. Here's the front of her armor, where she's got that leather bits there. Hair with hooks. Oh, pretty cool. Hand holding the knife, the other knife. What is this? Arm with a hooked, like a flail. And there's her foot. Foot pics. So let's take a look at what she actually has, because I want to see where that all fits together. Yeah, you know what, guys? I'm not feeling this face. Like, I don't get it. The other Lelith had a face that if you use thin coats of paint on, like, yeah, she was scowling. She looked very evil, but she still looked like a beautiful elf, albeit evil, space, spiky pirate elf. All right, let's see how she comes together. So, okay, there's the flail, or the chain flail thing. Goes, is that the front? Okay, yeah. It's like under, so it's on her hip, like a lasso. Yeah, there's a leg, so she's doing a very like ballerina acrobatic leap. And she's holding her knife. Yeah, so everything is being used on this sprue. There's no options, it's a monopose model, which Games Workshop I think is doing for most everybody now. Unless you're in a squad, you're getting monopose, like no options, which I'm not even sure what Lelith is supposed to be wielding, what kind of weapons she has. Nani? But she does look like she has has these two knives there. Okay, so we're gonna build her up on live stream. Hope to see you there if you are able to catch it. If not, stay tuned, and through the magic of editing, let's see what she looks like all built up. And we're back. All right, this was the worst time I've ever had building a miniature, but was it worth it? I think she looks good. Put together, jumping off these ruins. You've got the dead Eldar aspect warrior here, rotted, decayed, down to a skeleton. And here she is, looking all savage in her armor, with her hair flowing behind her. And Lelith Hesperax, she's been a mainstay of the Dark Eldar since, I believe, their first iteration, and she's been a big character in all of the editions, and this is the interpretation of her in plastic. I think my favorite will always be her fine cast, where she's standing on the Eldar flag, balanced on it, like she's poised, ready to strike. I think that was such a great pose. The fact that they switched it out with this one now is like, I get it, you want to put it into plastic so that more people can buy it. You're not selling metal anymore, and no fine cast, but I think her face was better. I think her pose on that flag, like crouching, ready to strike, was better. And look at this, all of the pieces are still loose. The plastic glue isn't even dried yet. I had a nightmare of a time putting this together. If you want to see just how bad it was, check out the live stream. It was rough. It was rough, boys and girls. I think I've never been as frustrated to put together a miniature. Nothing about it wasn't even like the later parts of the build either. It was putting her torso together was just impossible. It was a nightmare. So if you would like to pick up a Lelith Hesperax for yourself, if you think this plastic model is terrific, then the link down below in the description, it's an affiliate link. It'll take you to an Amazon vendor where you can purchase one for yourself, $45 US. If you want to add her to your collection, I personally would get her if I have no access to the fine cast or the metal one. The metal one was just fun to paint. It was so bulky and beefy and weighted. This one is fun because she's jumping off of the back of this piece of ruins. It's interesting to look at. It's different. I just think the quality of the sculpt was a little bit better in the fine cast metal one. Unfortunately, those are very difficult to find now. Like, you really have to be trolling eBay. And this one is available for you right now. Pick it up. give it a try. Maybe you'll have better luck in the build than I did. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you in the next one.